Let us talk about Bangladesh's Mishuk. This is a three-wheeler transportation innovation which came into existence in 1980s. Though it started from the idea of science clubs, but eventually Bangladesh University of Engineering Technology and Honda motorcycle maker in Bangladesh were also consulted with to improve the idea and make it a usable product. And eventually, within a year or so, collaboration or cooperation, the idea got some degree of maturity and started rolling out on the road. But unfortunately, this product is no longer seen on the road. Why did it happen to it? Why did it not keep growing as a sustained innovation and keep improving and serving the purpose better and often at less cost? Let's look into some of the possibilities this product could have pursued or the product could have evolved to an innovation success story. This is basically the Mishuk, a metal cabin attached to a motorbike, making it three-wheeler. And it could have grown like this. Basically, this product has taken over the market of Mishuk. It is a three-wheeler, but its technology core is different. Instead of liquid gasoline, compressed natural gas is burned in the cylinder to power this vehicle. As a result, this vehicle is cleaner. And at the beginning, CNG was also far cheaper than the gasoline. As a result, the product or the operation cost of the product was also far cheaper than the Mishuk. And moreover, Mishuk was quite unstable. From engineering perspective, its stability was quite poor. And it was highly noisy as well because of the metal body, which was not done very well, was creating significant noise on the road. Or it could have grown like this. Here, it is also a three-wheeler, but metal body has been replaced by plastic. And instead of connecting many pieces together, it is, it has been molded as just a couple of pieces. As a result, junctions are far less, joints are far less, and that is the reason it creates far less noise on the road. Or it could have grown like this, where shoulder room is far larger. As a result, passengers have far more comfortable sitting option. Or it could have grown like this. Particularly, this kind of vehicle could have been very useful on the street of Dhaka because Dhaka often gets rain and also the storm. So it could have been a very protected cabin for the passengers to travel. Though, and it is still a three-wheeler. Or it could have grown like this. This is the electric three-wheeler. This vehicle is powered by the electric battery and the motors. So why did it not grow like that? That means Mishuk had a path of evolution, or Mishuk had a scope of evolving as a very nice state-of-the-art automobile. But why did it not grow? Why did it stop there and eventually it disappeared from the market? This is a basic weakness of industrial or innovation capacity of Bangladesh and many other developing countries. Often with respect to the need or the unmet demand of the market, some of the creative people do come up with ideas of integrating existing technologies and making something. And that product creates even demand in the market and produces revenue. And interestingly, this Mishuk, though was not very well designed, but this primitive product started producing revenue. Even some producers started producing it at a profit. But what happens? They expect of selling the same product and expecting to sell it at a higher price and keep making money. But unfortunately, they fail to look into emerging technology options to keep redesigning them, to making them better and cheaper. And that is the reason even some of their great ideas, often creating initial commercial success story, fail to keep evolving and sustaining the success. They need to focus on the growth of technologies. They need to focus how can they take initiatives or build institutional capacities to benefit from the growth of technologies, in generating ideas from that progression of technologies, and using those ideas in redesigning their products so that their products keep getting better and cheaper. And in absence of this capability, their successes or their successes of creativity often short-lived. Just they emerge as burst, and effect is very much transient. But on the other hand, if you look into major industrial or innovation success stories in the world, like automobile, like aeroplane, like internet, like cellular telephone, like computer, all of them started in a very primitive form. Even it took decades of further work to succeed to make a sale, to produce profitable revenue. But those primitive beginnings eventually kept growing into a mega success stories. Like Carl Benj's three-wheeler has been transformed into a $3 trillion automobile industry. Similarly, aerospace, similarly computer, similarly cellular phone. In 1940s, hardly there was any customer for computer. And similarly, digital camera. Even in early 80s, hardly there was any use of digital camera. So all these great innovations creating $1 trillion industry basically started in a primitive form, but those farms, those countries who were behind it, they knew how to keep growing in creating a mega success story out of a very embryonic form of the journey. And that is the place developing countries should focus on. They're focusing on education, they're focusing on infrastructure, they are focusing on economic zones, they're focusing on attracting foreign direct investment, but they are failing to focus on this critical requirement to benefit from idea economy, from creativity, from innovation economy.